Can you hear us, Esteban?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Can you hear me?
I can absolutely hear you. So basically, we just started it and stopped it again, and we're right in the same spot we were. Yeah.
No, you guys can hear me, right?
Yep.
Okay. There we go. I don't know. I need to go buy a new fucking MacBook because I got this thing fully specced out and it's lagging. It's a brand new one too. We're back, guys.
Okay. So yeah, we'll figure that out. But I was gonna try to go get a mic set up today, and I don't want all the fucking switching box and all that horse shit. Like I did that for years. I sold all of my podcasting equipment when I stopped doing my show. But maybe I need that shit for my podcast that I'm going to be launching in January that I have no idea how I'm going to do that yet.
Yo, Esteban, you should definitely look at the Mac Studio. That thing's powerful.
Yeah, I don't know. I got an iMac right here that I'm coming to you on. I used to blur the background because I got so much chaos going in the background, like it's distracting. But when I go to the mute,
you guys can hear me now.
Yeah, we can hear you. But when I go to the blur background, you know, sometimes it cuts my hat out, and I don't know, it's just weird. And then if I go to my deal, then it really cuts me out. Like I don't know, it's just
try turning off the light.
The light in my office.
Yeah.
All right. You guys can hear me, Junior?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I'm going to reboot my audio system. We're live right now, John. We're live.
It's a little bit better.
I'm going to reboot my audio system. I'm still going to be on the street. I won't be able to talk for a few minutes. Just handle it from here.
Thank God. We're not going to miss anything. Trust me.
We got to get John a green screen.
I got one.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I got one. The problem is the way my desk is set up, I got like an L going on and whatnot. So I got these filing cabinets in the back. So when I put the green screen up, you can only go against this cabinet. So you see all this shit right here. So I was going to try to put my setup this way, and then I could put my green screen behind me. But I think I'm going to have the same problem because my desk is going to be in the way of the green screen. Yeah. So I was going to reset up in my living room because that's what people that do podcasts do, right? They just go set up in their living room and make their wife and kids live around their green screen and their setup and everything. But I don't know what the solution would be. So I was thinking, well, I could just record with my iPad. But then I thought, well, that's kind of ghetto. Like, maybe I don't want to do that. And do I want to? Because, I mean, I got cameras and tripods and where the hell is this one at? Let's see. Allegedly, is it this one? No. I think it's my other one. So this is, no, that's my Sony. It's not that one, I don't think. I think it is. Man, where is my other camera? I don't know where my other camera is. I don't know. I got some other high-end camera. I don't know what the hell I did with it. Maybe it's in here. Now, this is my shit. So, okay, this is my regular camera. So that was right. I got so much shit, I don't even know what the hell to do with half of this stuff. But I got it. But allegedly, this thing right here, I don't even know what model.
Is that the Sony 57?
I don't know what this thing is, brother. Let me see here. It's a ZV-1. So allegedly, this was the hot setup and whatnot. So when I'm shooting video and whatnot, I've got like this little tripod.
Is that the one that follows?
This one will not follow, not this particular one. I have one of those somewhere in my house that will follow me, and Esteban sent me one yesterday. But this is just a little, tripod that, you can basically bust out and record stuff. So, I'll use this because I'm a dork. I will go record my golf swing and whatnot. And
why does it have so many buttons?
Well, it's got, you can start, you can take a photo, you can do video, like it's got all the controls and whatnot here right on it. So you can, I use this for real estate. I'm walking through houses and whatnot. I'm doing my deal. If I want to do a little cameo in the thing, I'll put the tripod out, blah, blah, blah. But I just need to buy one piece of equipment because the battery life on this camera is trash. It's maybe like 45 minutes to an hour. So they've got some deal where I can run it through like a fake battery that like plugs into the wall and have unlimited power. So
that power supply.
I was going to start up for those of you who don't know, I had an MMA. I was on Sporting News Radio. So like I was on real terrestrial radio doing an MMA show. And then Sporting News Radio went out of business here in Fresno. So I didn't have any way to get into the fights. And it's not that I can't afford to get into the fights. You couldn't buy tickets where I sat. I sat cage side. I could touch the cage where I sat. So I didn't know, and I'm just a no-name knucklehead. Like when I was on Sporting News Radio, I had a picture of a nun with a ruler right on my microphone. So I just pretended I was talking to a nun the entire time. So I didn't cuss or anything on the radio because they didn't have, a way to beat me out. And the FCC, doesn't care. So that thing went away. I didn't know what I was going to do. So I just said, okay, I like cage fighting. I was on the radio. So I came up with cageradio.com and basically submitted my credentials to a local show at something called the Tachi Palace in Lemoore. And for those of you scoring at home and have never heard of the Tachi Palace is where the WEC, so Uriah Faber, all those lower weight classes, 135s, 125s, 145s, all of that shit started out at the Tachi Palace. And the UFC came in and bought that and took it out. But I've got my ticket stubs. I used to save ticket stubs for every sporting event I ever went to. I actually have the ticket stubs for WEC 1 because I've been in the MMA space since day one just as a fan. So I used to travel around the state of California going show to show to show. And all these guys, these lower level guys, before they get to the UFC, nobody's really covering these guys. Nobody really cares about these guys. So I just started sparking relationships with all these guys, get them on the show, start talking shit with them, have them start talking shit to the guy they're going to fight, and then, tape all that shit, throw it out on Cage Radio, and built up a following. So I had the whole podcast set up and whatnot. I mean, you name it, I've been to the show. I've been to the UFC, Strike Force, Bellator, Gladiator Challenge. I was the MC for the Ring Card Girls search. We did a 5-state tour finding ring card girls for Fight to the Playboy Mansion. So one of the guys that I know who's a marketing genius, Christian Printup, shout out to you. 100% sure you were not watching this, but he basically, I didn't know that you could just rent out the Playboy Mansion. You could just rent out the Playboy Mansion and hold an event there. So that's essentially what these guys did. They rented out a Playboy Mansion. Then they used Playboy's name in their marketing. Well, then Playboy saw that and was like, oh, no, you can't do it. But the fire was already lit. So then we changed the name. Not we, they did. They changed the name to Fight to the Mansion. And basically that's what we did. We had fighters come from all over the place. And we went to the Playboy Mansion. Like I was in the grotto, and a lot of people don't know they got a zoo there. Basically, Hef's got all these animals and whatnot. There's like monkeys and birds and all kinds of shit. And you can walk all around the grounds. They got all kinds of shit. It was crazy. Ron Jeremy was there. I was like, what the fuck? there are guys there saying, "Hey, my wife's over here. Come bang my wife. It would be a huge honor." I'm like, bro, what is going on here? Like, I'm from California. I'm not. This is new shit to me. But yeah, dude, it was just crazy. I saw a coked up Jose Canseco at the mansion, and because I'm a smart ass and I don't care, I'm like, "Hey, didn't you used to be Jose Canseco?" Oh, bro, it just like everybody was rolling. Jose is all cooked up. He wants to fight me. It was absolutely epic. But, I'm rolling with a bunch of MMA fighters. Like, you ain't going to do shit but get your ass beat next. So that's basically my background and how I got into all of this nonsense. But I stay under the radar until Esteban came here and drug me into all this shit. So my apologies to Eric Schmidt and not knowing who you are.
No.
I want you to show up and learn me about sub 2 and a short sale.
So
I would love to hear about that.
With that, I'm pretty sure what he does is it's one of his ways to go into it, without any money down or anything, just by, slapping a rent to own label on it and selling it on Facebook or whatnot.
Okay.
But when you do rent to own, the down payment that the person that's going to rent to own the home is usually high enough for you to pay for the down payment, the closing costs, and everything you need in between. And then once you make that payment, you just really get to keep what's left.
All right. So in a rent to own situation, are we talking about a lease option where I'm paying you a fee and I'm setting up a lease? And that lease may be 1, 2, 3 years where I'm paying a lease payment to you. I'm basically renting it for you. I've given you a quote large down payment, and then that would basically give me a license, a right to buy the house at a predetermined price. That would be a lease option. So Eric would have the house in his name. The person that's doing the lease option, they would not have their name on the deal. And if they did not go out and get their own their own financing at the end of that lease term, they would be booted out of the house, and you can rinse and repeat that thing again. If we're talking about a scrap, that's another exit strategy. Yeah. So all of that would not it would not prevent the short sale. Like a short sale is something where the house is worth less than what they paid for it, and you petition the bank to sell the house short of what they owe. And the only thing short about a short sale is in the name. These things take months and months and months and months. Like it's not something where it just happens, and you got to spend hours upon hours on the phone talking to the bank. Like,
I see. So can you do a situation where the short sale, instead of having the bank doing the short sale, you take over the debt, and you satisfy the debt by paying what they owe?
Okay, that you would be settling the arrears, right?
Yeah.
But how it would still be in the seller's name, everything would still be in the seller's name. There would be nothing that would make it change title at that point. And anything like that would notify the bank. And if the bank, not saying that every single loan has a due on sale clause, doesn't mean they're going to call it. But if they know up front that you're not benefiting from the short sale, the bank is only there to try to, save whatever money they can. They're not in the business of owning real estate. They want to lend money. So there's a lot of different ways. You could cancel a short sale and say, hey, we'll pay the arrears and take this thing over and blah, 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 blah. You're not going to tell them you're taking it subject to, hey, we're going to be in third position on this house with a loan, blah, 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 blah. But I would now I demand that Eric Schmidt and I have a chit chat about this shit, because I want to be proven wrong, or I want to show you guys that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's A or B.
100%. And like this creative game, there's a lot of ways to go about it. So it could really be anything. I'm not really sure of how he does it 100%, but I feel like that's what he means. For them to get.
I'm sure he's doing it. I'm sure he's doing it. All right, JB, you've got a question. What is this Investor Lift you keep hearing about? Investor Lift is basically an off-market platform. It's like the MLS for off-market
A
deals.
lot of money.
So basically, I don't quote me on the prices, but it's like $6,000 a year at the beginner level. That doesn't come with any buyers. That doesn't come. It's an easy way to put your stuff and get it on the platform. But it's not like you can bang it out to a bunch of sellers or a bunch of investors and whatnot. The next level, I believe, is $35,000, $36,000, something like that. And essentially, that is lieutenant level. That gives you access to 1.4 million buyers. And some of these buyers, they've had HUDs and they'll show you, hey, this guy, Esteban Ibarra, owns 264 homes. He's done deals here, there, the other where. This is what his average price is that he pays. This is what he's selling them for. This is his average hold time. Like, it basically has all the stats, and you've got all the background. You can send out email campaigns, and you can bang a bunch of people and whatnot with emails, text messages, stuff like that. Has their name and their phone number. You can call them up. So some of the people that are in there are basically tire kickers. I can go sign up and have a platform and just be nosy, looking around at deals and whatnot. And people do that shit all the time. I first came in contact with Investor Lift because I had a sixplex in not Manteca. What the hell was it? Mendota, California. Guy was in a short sale. Guy was in pre-foreclosure, and he had this property. He was going to lose it. I came in, told him, hey, I'm a cash buyer, this, that, and the other thing, put the thing under contract, and then started sending it out. I sent it out like a knucklehead on Facebook, just blindly. I mean, what do I got to lose? I got it under contract. It's not like you can go around me.
Yeah.
And that's where I made a mistake. So basically, you got guys out there that don't do what I do, calling sellers direct, this, that, and the other thing. They basically get an address and they try to daisy chain. They try to throw a fee on top of it and sell it to somebody else. And basically, that can be a pretty complex transaction. You're basically purporting to me that you're the end buyer, but essentially you're trying to wholesale my wholesale deal. And Pace talked about one time that there were 9 people in a daisy chain on a deal that he bought.
Shit.
Yeah, so that shit gets super complex and whatnot. I don't know how all the moving parts work with something like that, but okay.
Hey, can you hear me, John?
Say again?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
That's it?
Yeah. There's so much. I can't figure out the headset. It just stopped working out of nowhere.
Okay.
Damn, why you sound so much clearer?
What's that?
You sound so much clearer.
I don't know what's going on. I pressed something on. I got a Rodecaster system here, and I don't know what I pressed.
Is that a Rodecaster? All that shit in
I just turned off the audio, the headset. I just took that off. So, but you guys can hear me here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, cool. So, all right, I got a lot of stuff to do. What are we doing here? I got a deal that needs to be TC'd. I got another deal I need to underwrite.
I got a whole list of shit that we need to do. We got to put Smarty Jones on paper.
It's already
I got another one that an agent reached back out to me. We're going to have to adjust the terms. The house is $160,000. I don't know. It's been on the market like 200 plus days. I'll have to pull it up on my deal here. And essentially, the lady wants $30,000 down and the balance at 6% interest. Obviously, if she could sell it, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But her terms, I don't want to deal with her term. So she wants to sell it today. I'm going to give her 10 grand down. 3% is the maximum interest I'm willing to pay. If she says no, we'll then continue to try to sell a house that you can't sell that's about to have a birthday on the MLS. Next. I'll check back with you in 30 days. I'll check back with you in 30 days, whatever it is. But that's just a direct agent somebody brought to us on the live. And I mean, if we could put a deal together, great. But it took the guy like a week just to talk to the seller. Let me see where that one is. That one's in San Antonio, Texas as well. Been on the market 279 days.
Wow.
So let me send it to Estebeezy via text message. So no one snakes our deal. So Esteban, on your Google Pixel 6 or 8, whatever. I think you got the new one. You got the Google Pixel 8. You can look that shit up.
Yeah, I got the buy one, get another one 40% off.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, so leave. Let's see here.
And then the other thing is we got to add the Jot form to sniperforhire.com so I don't get this antiquated list in Google Drive.
I will doing that now.
It's hard for me to read the comments. So like one of the guys, I mean, he will write an entire novel about what's going on with the deal in order for me to lock it up.
Okay. I'm getting this uploaded on your website now.
Okay.
It'll be done in, I don't know, 5 minutes.
Okay, sweet. So yeah, Investor Lift. Sorry about that. I was talking about it. So Investor Lift's $35,000 or $36,000 a year. That's for lieutenant mode. You get access to the top 20% of buyers in that neck of the woods. You can send them an email, et cetera, and so forth. And then I think it's $100,000 a year. Oh, and also on lieutenant mode, you have to show that you're doing at least $100,000 a month in assignment fees. That's the level that we have access to right now. Then there's a level above that. It's called cartel mode. There are only 50 cartel members in the world, period. There's a waiting list. And you have to have 3 other cartel members co-sign that you're the real deal. And you have to show that you're doing at least $250,000 a month in assignment fees. And some of you think, well, wow, that's a crazy amount. There are guys on there doing $1 million a month in assignment fees and whatnot. So obviously there's levels to this shit. I've got access to cartel members, but we also have our own platform and whatnot. And at the cartel level member, you've got access to all the data, period. 4.6 million buyers they have that are verified at the cartel level. So let's say that I'm a wholesaler. I've built my list and whatnot. I can come to the party as a cartel member and upload all of my buyers. Esteban uploads all of his buyers. All 50 of us, dudes that we've done deals with, all real buyers uploaded into that database. And we all share each other's buyers to move our deals, if that makes sense. But again, there's only 50 of those guys in the world. And I don't have $250,000 a month in acquisitions or in assignment fees. Can I get there? Yeah, I'll be there before the end of 2024. No doubt about that. I can sell. I know what the fuck I'm doing. So that's a problem. I keep getting deals brought to me and I can find a home for whatever it is. There's a pig for every barn. So there you go, JB. Bella V, yeah, Eric is awesome. A lot to learn in this game. Yeah, absolutely. If he can enlighten me on how he does short sales, sub 2, I will capitulate to his greatness. Who else has got questions? If not, I'm going to call Junior right now and see what's going on with this other deal.
Yeah, call Junior. I'm getting your website uploaded. The problem is that people are just sitting here watching. Like we're just wholesaling live. We're doing our daily day-to-day stuff live. So if you guys have any questions or whatever,
I'm going to mute you. Keep talking.
Yeah, just ask your questions.
Yo, what up, man?
All right, you're on the live with me. You're in the room too. So
Where's that?
Let's see here. I've got Esteban. Esteban's talking and whatnot. So don't use the numerical, but this one that's on Spring Drive, right, in Texas.
Right.
What's going on with that one? Because I see that you sent it, or you have an LOL or a LOI prepared but there's like missing pieces to this thing. Like, do you have the mortgage statement?
He was supposed to send that over, right? This was, we retrieved this information from the county. And then I verified it was a pre-foreclosure via PropStream. I reached out to the agent and asked him what was going on with this property. Said seller fell behind on some payments. He caught up with some of those payments, but he wants to sell. In my mind, I thought he has no equity. So, let's make him an offer. I told the agent, what if we could just take over those payments? He said he would be interested because he's got his mom out here in California. Long story short, this property right here has a lot of equity. It has about, you see it on the paper, it has about $200,000 worth of equity. The plan right there was to put some money in that guy's pocket and create a hybrid deal.
Okay.
Where we take over that debt and make payments to the seller's equity. Now, those numbers are not breaking down the way they're supposed to be right now because we still gotta, we gotta get that mortgage statement so we can know what we're looking at. But I mean, in PropStream, it shows that the payments are about $1,200 a month. So doing $1,200 and then paying him his equity amortized over 360 would still leave enough room for us to either wrap it, rent it, whatever. I spoke to the agent yesterday. He said it's the same story, bro. I told him, hey, I got my broker. My partner's a licensed broker here in Cali, and we could write it up and send the offer, but we need the mortgage statement. So the best play right here is for you to call up the agent. His name's Marquise, and be like, hey, Marquise, we sent over that LOI, well, that offer, the terms on that offer sheet, and what's going on. Did you get the mortgage statement? I mean, we want to close the deal today and see what they say. But yeah, you're the licensed guy, dog. Not me. I can't say I'm licensed. If not, I would have been all over that thing.
No, we can absolutely do that, but this thing's got to financially pencil. So what are the rents in the area?
Shit, you're looking at what, 2,300?
Okay, so there's room in there. We're roughly paying $1,000 PITI, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then the seller wants his payment, so we can pay him a couple of $100. The agent fee. So basically, your entry cost right now is $23,000 plus closing costs plus TC fee plus whatever assignment you want to make on it. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you want to text me this knucklehead? Oh, I guess I can just pull it up, right? Because it's going to be on the thing. Yeah, I can pull it up on the thing. Okay, so this is a Keller Williams agent. Let me hang up with you. I'll make this phone call. I'll say that you were talking to Junior yesterday. What's going on with the thing? Now, this thing's only been on the market for 11 days. Let me just get the story, and then I'll call you back.
All right, bro.
All right, later. All right. So you guys can talk and all that shit. I can't hear you in the background. Let me see here.
What have you done for your mindset to be comfortable doing deals outside your backyard? Feel like I need to do local to understand the process. I'll answer that right now.
It's a great day, Keller Williams. This is Kayla. How can I help you?
Oh, I was looking for Marquise. I saw this house on Zillow. I thought this was his cell phone number. Can I get a hold of Marquise, please?
Sure. Let me get you to a cell, okay?
Yep. You guys can hear? Yes? Okay.
Yo, bro, I text you his number. Check it out.
Please be kind enough to leave your name, number, and a brief message. I return your call just as soon as possible. Thank you very much and have a nice day.
Yes, sir. John Motzenbacher. You spoke to my partner yesterday about this property on Cherry Spring there in Texas. Could you give me a call directly on my cell, 559-708-6460? Just seeing if we can put a deal on paper today. Give me a call. All right, so we left that. Oh, you want to put a deal? Like, this guy will call back eventually. But agents that don't answer the phone, it absolutely blows my mind, because you wouldn't even see my number because you're being transferred from the Keller Williams office, which is the number. And I would never, ever let anybody get between me and whoever was calling on my listing if we're scoring at home.
Yo,
JB, I don't care if the house is on the moon, my man. I'm comfortable talking real estate with anybody. I don't give a shit. I don't need to know anything. It either the deal pencils or it doesn't. Junior,
Yo, player, I text you that guy's number. Check it out.
Okay, you want me to call him direct? You want me to fuck around and find out? Is that what I'm hearing?
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's call this guy.
Sorry I was unable to answer your call. If you please be kind enough to leave your name, number.
We're going to go one more time just because I'm that guy.
Sorry I was unable to answer your call. If you please be kind enough to leave your name, number, and a brief message, I return your call just as soon as possible.
My dogs are killing something outside. All right, so that guy obviously doesn't want to make money, but we will wait for him to call us back. I will single, double, and triple dial you. Technically, that was 4, right? I left the voicemail on the first one, then I triple dialed him straight for him from my phone. So I noticed that this guy's got an open house set for Saturday. I mean, he's not going to sell the house on Saturday based on an open house. Open houses are held to build your buyer's list. Less than 0.5% of whoever walks through a house to look at it buys that house. That's just the numbers if we're scoring at home.
Yo, Mark.
Yeah,
right, bro. So there's this one subject to deal we had out there in Vegas, right? And agent was cool as shit. I don't know where we got off the wrong foot. Stopped answering my calls, and yeah, she stopped fucking with me. So long story short, the seller, I think she got this is a divorce scenario.
Okay.
Oh, you good? Okay. Yeah, this is the divorce scenario right here. I don't know if the man split or what happened there. I thought they had no equity on that thing, but apparently they do, right? So yeah. Last time I spoke to the lady, I told her, hey, what about if we come in, take over those payments, and the whole shenanigans and all that. She said, yeah, send us an offer. I'm like, if you want me to send you an offer, we need the mortgage statement. Bam, pull the ghost on me. I've
Yep.
been trying to hit her up, bro. So the best thing right here to do, if you call her from your number, let her know, hey, what's going on with this? Are you guys still looking to sell this thing? Bro, she won't answer my call. If I try her right now, she's not gonna answer me. So let me send you the deets on that thing and see if we could
Send
put
it to me.
something together
Let's
since we
go.
got a lot of free time right now.
Let's go.
All right.
You sending a text or what?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't get it if you sent it. That is correct, Mohammed. Your buyer basically is your boots on the ground.
I'm learning, man. I'm learning from you guys.
It was Sam, bro.
Got it.
Copy.
Let's see what this deal is. Zillow. It's active. Been on the market 123 days. All right, let's call old Louisa real quick. Let's bang on her phone. What's up? What is up?
Ha. Hey, girl, can you make me a cup of coffee? Just a cup. Thanks. Shit, I'm gonna mute it.
Hey, I'm sorry I couldn't get to your call. Please. Hey, I'm sorry I couldn't get to your call. Please leave me a detailed message and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Or you could also send me a text message. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey there, I saw a property here on Zillow in Vegas, on Ford Street. Give me a call, 559-708-6460. Just trying to figure out what's going on with this property. It looks like it's been on the market for quite some time. I was just curious if there's something wrong with it. It looks like a beautiful house. There a meth lab next door. I'm not sure why this thing didn't sell. Give me a call, 559-708-6460. Okay, so I just let her know.
Oh shit! This was a meth lab, dog. You crazy?
Why not? Like, what's going on? Like, I mean, what else?
That shit is wild.
Got to be something. Yeah, nobody. If you become a licensed agent, I think they train you nowadays not to answer your phone. And I notice also that a lot of people, when I call them, hey, our seller's not interested in subject to or a seller finance deal. So if that's why you're calling, like they get super defensive because there's 20,000 knuckleheads out on YouTube, Instagram, whatever, teaching people how to, quote, lock these deals up. And the agents might get suckered one time and put themselves in a bad situation. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You got to, and this is something that I used to do on the car lot. Like I built the entire internet department from scratch at this little bullshit dealership. And I had a BlackBerry back in the day. And that BlackBerry, I'd be in the shower getting ready for work in the morning, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and that BlackBerry would go off. And I'd just get out of the shower dripping wet. What's up? Blah, blah, blah. Like, hey, you coming in? Okay, look for the absolute best looking salesman on the car lot. I'll be standing right next to him. You know, I make a little comedy joke or whatnot for their ass. And then they would come in and basically I would just put them in a car. So if you don't answer your phone, they say opportunity only knocks once. Well, I'm giving you 3 opportunities when I give you a call, 2 at a minimum. But if you don't pick up your phone and you're too damn busy, like this job will weed out the weak agents. And obviously, if this house has been on the market for 127 days, there's a problem. Yeah, there's a problem.
It's the agent, bro. She don't want to answer.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. So they dropped the price $5,000. It's at 4.25. Let's pull this thing up on NAR. Let's see what's going on. What's cracking lagging? There she go. Oh, they're also trying to rent this thing simultaneously. They either want to rent it for $2,150. And here's the other thing. They got 2 different square footages. The house for sale, it says that the bed and bath square footage is 2,330, but on the lease where they're trying to get a renter, it says that it's 2,275. So that's kind of interesting. Is this the absolute same agent? And this, like, bro, you're gonna have a hard time because this is owned by an LLC. So this is going to be an investor. That could be why you're getting resistance. I can find out if the agent answers their phone and will call me back.
Yeah, there's no way, bro. There's no way because I pull it up on this app. Look, I'm gonna text you this badass app. You're gonna stop using PropStream. So look, this is the app you gotta have in your phone. Yeah, it pulls up as Delia Hernandez, so it's not under an LLC.
Okay, it is under an LLC because you've got Scrub software trying to compete with my real estate broker software. This is a nationwide text database for tax records.
All right, let me show you what I got.
XFL app compared to my NFL app, night and day there, sunshine.
Don't fuck around, huh?
No. Well, I mean, you could, but you're just going to find out.
Oh, shit.
I'm just saying.
Let me see what's good with this one right here. Okay.
I'm down with the sloth. I like sloth. But yeah, this chick doesn't answer the phone. She's not timely returning phone calls. I was hoping that she would call. If anybody else has got leads they need called, as long as you've called them. I'm not a cold calling. I'm not your puppet. I will absolutely call an agent, call a seller, and basically see if we can put a deal together.
Yo, Montz, would you be down if I send you a property for you to just go cold on. Like it's you can do whatever you want with it. I just want to see how you go cold on it, how you get all the information you need to, verify that if it could be a creative deal or not.
Okay. Where are you going to put that?
I'll put it in the private chat.
Okay.
Sent. Download that app. If you like it, great. If you don't, delete it.
What was this shit? Regrid.
That's what I get. Raps.
Oh, this is similar to
Yeah,
X-Hunt.
don't blast it out, bro. Just yeah.
Yeah, this is
I
similar
actually
to
got
X-Hunt.
that from another student doing foreclosures out here, and he's like, "Yo, bro, don't burn the spot." I'm like, I ain't gonna tell nobody. You're the only one I've told this for, but because we're doing this shit together, and I mean, you could compare the different data. You got some information on this side, and it's telling you something else on this side.
This shit's pending right now, bro.
Oh, it is?
Not yours, the other one.
Oh.
It's pending right now, so there's not even a deal to be made. But how would I know if this is a good? The first thing I have to do is get the whatchamacallit, the mortgage statement.
Yeah.
Damn, I wanted to show you the how long he's had it like on the market because he keeps taking it off and then listing it again.
Mm-hmm.
But he started off in April of this year trying to sell it for $650,000. He's he's taken out $100,000 and he still couldn't sell it for 50 days. So let's see how this one, pencils out.
Yeah, it looks like the listing was removed. It was pending sale. Listing removed in February of 22. Then it was listed for sale in April of 23. 650, 629, 599, 589. They just kept dropping their pants. They dropped their pants down to 400 at one point. Then they pulled it off.
Yeah, that's why it was like really interesting. He kept it there for like a good week or two.
Wild. But I mean, in its current configuration, there's no deal to be made because it's pending. I can call and find out, hey, what's going on with this thing? Is this thing finally going to sell?
I don't know, I just kind of wanted your like personal opinion. Like, how would you go cold on it?
Well, basically, you call up, you try to figure out what the problem is they're trying to solve. Like, I don't know what you're trying to solve. So I say, hey, I see you got this house. It's been on and off the market. He started out at 650. I mean, at one point he was down to 400,000. Now it's back up to 550. Like, what the hell is going on with this thing? And just shut my pie hole. Let him tell me that. So what's this guy trying to accomplish? Like, why is he trying to sell the house? And some of these agents, they'll be very standoffish. And they'll be like, well, it's none of your business why he has to do this, that, and the other thing. Arcos Vision REI, not live on Facebook. Man, I don't know. Esteban is in charge, and he is not sitting in his seat. He's probably out panhandling for some money to get a new setup because this shit is so trash. I just use Mac, and it works. He allegedly uses Mac, but he's got all this extra fancy shit. It's overcomplicated.
Got that DJ setup.
Bro, everything he does is super overcomplicated. Like, oh, we got the Slack channel, we got WhatsApp, we got Open Dispo, we got I didn't need any of this shit. Like, it's just too much. We got a CRM, we got, this, that, and the other thing. Then we use Zapier to put it from here to there and the other where. Like, bro, just A to B. Like, I need an address and a phone number and my telephone. It's that simple. I don't need all this extra horse shit.
Man, make it look easy, man.
Oh, he's back. Were you out panhandling for money for your setup? Oh, you can't hear us. Hello? Bueller? I don't know. He's probably got us muted. But anyway, while we're waiting for people to call us back, yeah. And we were supposed to be on a Zoom an hour ago with Pace. Hello? Esteban?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So we got a lot of stuff going on. Just to let you know, I'm still, I can't get a hold of a TC. If you're a TC and you can handle about 10 to 15 deals a month, like let me know. I got 5
What's
right
Quincy
now.
doing?
Huh?
What's Quincy doing?
We're getting a trainer.
Quincy's top tier TC.
I'm gonna put her in contact with a top tier TC, so they can partner up and get the paperwork going. Because the ones I have right now,
I thought she was. She's not?
She is.
Oh, okay. Well, then she should be able to handle it.
Yeah, I think she needed just to touch up a little bit on the contracts. I got the one in Houston. I need a TC. No one's answering their phone. You know what I mean? So
what about Johnson? He's not answering?
I think he's busy. He has a W-2, so he's busy. And then I need to run some numbers on the other property she gave me, that same agent, so I can lock this thing up.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And then I'm trying to handle this dispo, but all these knuckleheads, right? Like Eric and them, it's like I want to choke him, through the phone. He's slacking. You know what I mean? Slacking. But Eric, if you're watching this, you're about to get fired. You're gonna end up in Skid Row Street if you don't get on the ball.
And technically, I would be the only one left.
Oh,
everybody else that you had on your team when I showed up would be fired at that point.
Yeah. Well, now so we got Quincy. I got to train her up to speed to do the paperwork. I'm working on the automation to draft up all the paperwork contracts, right? You know what I mean? But see, You're doing acquisition and I'm doing acquisition too, but I can't do acquisition 24/7. So you do the phone handling, you do all that. I'm on the back end with the integrations. You know what I mean?
Yep. Oh, I can handle it. I mean, that's what I'm here for. I don't want to do any of that back shit. I don't care about the paperwork. That's not my wheelhouse. It's a minimum wage activity. I don't do minimum wage activities. MWA, minimum wage activities.
All
right. So what else do we have any more calls? Obviously, these agents aren't calling back.
I need to do is I need to go buy fucking one of those, the IMAX, the one that's like $5,000, because I have all these screens open and software.
That's what I have right here. That's what I'm talking to you on. iMac.
No, I have an iMac, but I'm talking about the big one, the big, the big one.
Yeah. I'm going to show you right now.
That's what I need, because my computer can't.
Let me lean all the way back so I can get this in frame for you. There you go, Sparky. I learned at a young age, you buy it nice or you buy it twice.
Yeah.
So I don't ever skimp on anything. My golf clubs, like none of you guys are even going to fucking believe what I paid. I paid $7,200 for my golf clubs. I went and got fitted, and they did all this magic shit, and I got fucking $500 per club shafts. Like my shit's ridiculous. Okay, look, he's got 327 inch monitors. I think this is 27 inch. I just got one of those, but I need some additional monitors and whatnot. I need to get my setup a little bit different.
Yeah,
My desk is my biggest hindrance right now.
Well, I got an office here by Ocean Beach. I don't like going over there. I just like being here. This is my place at home. But I'm gonna, by the end of the week, I'm gonna upgrade my whole system because I need more screens and shit. I can't.
Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should go get an office set up and set up the whole podcasting thing over there. Then I can leave the house. Then I don't have the dogs trying to kill each other, the cat doing whatever it is, my wife like banging on the wall, like, shut the fuck up, you're too loud, I'm on the phone, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But I've always worked from home. Like, I don't need anything fancy. Like, you know, everybody's like, I don't have business cards. I don't have this, that, and the other thing. Bro, you don't need any of that shit. Fucking take action. That's the problem. You guys are so busy getting everything all set up. You're waiting for all the lights to turn green before you drive into town. Get out there and get after it. Like, what the fuck.com? Like, dude, it's ridiculous to me. If we had leads right now, like, I'd be calling those leads. We've got deals. I got 10 of them right here on this piece of paper that we need to put on paper. Problem is, that's not my job. My job is not to put these on paper. My job is to go create the problem, and then Esteban and his team on the backside to put those on paper, and we get rid of them. So we got to figure out what to do with Dale. It's not really our problem. Fuck you, pay me. Smarty Jones, we got to put on paper. I got another one that I need to call that agent. We need to put something on paper. I got a sub-2 student here locally.
Hey, you should have gotten your wire, by the way.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look. I don't know.
Hey, no, you need to look right now. I don't want you eating no more popsicles.
Dude, I had to eat an apple earlier because it was too early to eat popsicles.
Okay.
Yo, lunch is on Mott's today, dog. So everybody start ordering.
Y'all tripping.
Y'all tripping.
Let's see here.
Stingy ass guy.
Let's see here.
Give me 1 second here. Gonna mute myself.
I wish you would, like, more than not. I'm the fucking star of the show here. You're just the fucking eye candy. I'm the talent. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Well, my fucking bank app won't open. Fuck.com. I may be bankrupt. We'll see. Let's see. It's just spinning. Oh, it kicked me out. What the hell.com? I'm trying. It's slowly opening. I don't think it's that important. With or without this, it's not going to make or break my day. I don't know. The bank is struggling right now. We'll continue to let that go. So, Junior, I will follow up with those folks. Esteban, Smarty Jones, Lewis here in Fresno needs $1.5 million to build a ground up. I think it's 3 duplexes or 3 triplexes. I don't know what it is. I want to connect you to so you can do that. I need acquisitions level on Investor Lift. I learned about that today. I didn't even know that I didn't have access to it. Pecan, we need to send that thing on its way. My other buyer that got locked up, that called me from jail at 12:53 in the morning and several times yesterday, he has checked himself into the VA hospital. He's got fluids in him. He said he's ready to go. So Friday, we can lock that up. Now, the downside with that particular property is, other than where it's at, his interest rate is 6.125. So basically, we would have to find a wrap buyer to make that deal work. But we put absolutely no money in their pocket. There's no agent involved. There's no nothing. It's a straight sub 2, no money out of our pocket except for the closing cost and the TC fee, and then whatever you want to make on the assignment fee. And then Ben Gibbs, we got to put both of Ben's properties on paper today. So there's 2 more in Texas. And then let's take a gander here. We have a wire transfer. It has hit the bank. There is no need to eat popsicles today. I can actually go and maybe have In-N-Out. Like, I'm that rich. Oh, transaction coordinator. Basically, it's a babysitter for your deal. So a transaction coordinator, what I've learned lately is most of them will not put your deal on a contract and send it out to the seller. It's a I can't remember, a liability or something. Well, my question is, what the fuck am I paying you to do? Like, I get a transaction coordinator to handle my transaction. So you want me to put it all on paper, open up escrow, and then have you babysit some emails back and forth and then pay you X amount of dollars? Nah, Sparky, that ain't how it works. You're going to put my deal, here are the terms, this is what I need, put that shit on paper and send it out for signatures. So basically, we had one, they put it on paper for me, sent it over to the seller. I got on the phone with the seller and went line by line. That's the one that we just closed yesterday that I got the wire for. I went line by line with the guy, got him all locked up. And that's essentially, I don't know, did we restart the deal? Because it's asking me for my live or my social media. Anyway, that's what a transaction coordinator is. They basically babysit the deal. I don't find any value in a transaction coordinator unless they can put my deal on paper and go over it and get signatures. Otherwise, if I've already done that and I've taken the time to put that thing on paper, the transaction is basically, it's moving along. There's a couple of emails back and forth, but it's not a big deal. It's not enough that I would have to come out of pocket for anybody to help me. The part that I want to pay for is actually putting that shit on paper, because that shit could take me an hour, hour and a half to put together. But Esteban has automatic contract generators and whatnot. That truly will be a game changer for me, because if I call you up and I say, hey, we're going to do this, that, and the other thing, I watch RJ Bates say, hold on, I'm going to send you a contract right now. Like, he's typing that shit up. So if basically you've got the ingredients that you need for the contract, boom, you can send it over. I do not want to get off the phone with that seller until they sign on all the lines that are dotted. So basically, hey, I can read this thing to you, but I know you can read. I'm on page 1. Is there anything on there that you don't like? And I shut my pie hole. Hey, what does this mean right here? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, that means this. And then I go, okay, so we're on to page 2. Yeah. What's on there? Nothing. What's on page 3? Oh, this right here. What does this mean? Like, I got to give you access and put a lockbox on my house. Then I can, tell them whatever the hell it is. But I hate reading this contract line by line. I do not like to hear myself talking, even though that's all I've done today. I'm not a fan of me. Anybody else got any other questions? Oh, I got 6 text messages here. Let's see. Red seller alert. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, there's this one. Yeah, this is the one that this is Quincy's deal right here in Pooler, Georgia. So this was the guy that told you to take him off his the do not call and whatnot. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. My day job.
What's the address on it?
I don't want to say it out loud. It's the one that hold on. I can text you directly. Hold on. Some which way. Hold on. Let's see.
You're saying he wants to sell it now?
No. Junior sent this over to me and told me it's a red seller alert, but we already know that. And I think you've already been privy to this screenshot. Did you get that? Yeah, you got that. Yeah, correct. It's going to be hard to hide the pets just for your information. Whoop-de-woo, blah, blah, blah.
Well, he says to make an offer.
Yeah, and that's basically get off my lawn. So, I mean, we can make an offer, absolutely, but here's the deal. How do I know what he wants if he won't even have a conversation with this guy? How do I know how much he wants a month? So if I paid you $1 a month for 1,000,000 months, is that going to work for you? Oh, no? Okay. Like, I need it.
I'll write something.
It's a two-way street. And I'm not even sure what the exit strategy is for this thing. Or is this the one? Hold on. Let me pull the address so I know what I'm looking at. Let me see if this is the one. 3, 3, 6. Oh, yeah. This is the one that's in the HOA. It's behind closed doors. This is the guy that wants $1.7 million for his property.
Right, but
so he wants more money than the house is worth, right?
I don't think so. No, there's another home in the neighborhood right now listed for $4 million.
Did it sell?
It has not sold yet, but it is active for sale. I did speak to the listing agent, and he said that there is an agent.
But like, what are the sold comps in the area? I mean, I can ask $1 million for my Tesla. It doesn't mean it's worth $1 million. I can ask whatever I want.
And I understand that.
Here. I'm sorry.
I said I can pull comps if you like.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
Here's the thing about yeah, but the thing about this neighborhood is this is where I just like the most rich, I guess, in the area do live, and so they can afford a house like this, even if it's priced out of market.
Okay,
the house has a bowling alley in it. I mean, so it's just kind of like one of those.
Here's the deal. If somebody's got a house on the market for $4 million and I go and I put an offer on that house for $4 million, go get a regular conventional loan, they're going to send an appraiser out there. If the appraiser says the house is worth $2.5 million, that's how much the bank is going to loan on. So it has to appraise. And I'm an investor. I'm not a retail buyer.
Right, but what I'm...
Okay, I'm listening.
Right. I get that totally.
This guy paid $85,000 for this thing.
Right. He built.
Yeah, this guy. It has 10 bedrooms. This, that, and the other thing. This guy paid $85,000 according to what I can see. If you can show me comps, now make sure when you're pulling comps that is this a non-disclosure state? It looks like it's a non-disclosure state. Like, they don't tell me how much it is. It's shit sold for. Let me log into PropStream now. But you want to compare apples to apples. You don't want to cross any major roads, anything like that. So let's see what it is.
Right.
Okay, so there
I
was
still think in the
one right
neighborhood.
here. Let's see what we got. So the problem is nothing recently has sold in his neck of the woods. So basically, there's a 4-bedroom, 5-bath house that sold for $1,050,000. There's a 6-bedroom, 6.5 bath that sold for $234,000. This is 2023. I don't know how much this one sold for. This other one sold for $285,000. Nothing has sold for $1.7 million in that area. So the one right across the golf course, this shit's on a golf course, right? The one right across, that one sold for $1.8 million. It's right on the golf course, just like his. It's just across the fairway from his. And then there's no other recent sales. Number 5 over here doesn't show how much that one sold for. Number 4 over here. So that one is down the road a little bit, essentially in the same apple
Did
orchard,
you ask me a question?
right?
I'm sorry, it cut out
Yep.
everything you just said, but I'm following you. It's just kind of
Yeah, I don't know why it's cutting out. You're cutting out now too.
Pueblo. I guess they heard that the rent rates are pretty good out there. Is that right?
Yeah, that probably rent for $1,200 a month probably.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they updated it. Whoa.
Yeah, it's in good shape. It's got new roof, new paint, new hardwood floors, carpet in the basement. The only thing that's old on it is the furnace.
Okay. Are you guys?
We just had service. So.
Are you guys getting a lot of offers on it?
Well, I just reduced it again, so I don't know. I've had a bunch of calls today. That's all I can tell you, but no offers as of yet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the pictures here. Any major issues with the foundation, plumbing, roof?
No, not there. No, the roof is new. Plumbing looks okay. We had the shower valve fixed because she originally bought it for her son, and her son moved out, and she had it for a rental for a couple of years.
What was she getting in rent for it?
$1,200. Like I said, it's probably worth between $1,200 and $1,500 rent. So.
Any mortgages or tax liens on this thing?
Nope. Pretty clear.
I mean, it looks like she was making her money. It looks like it's pretty updated. I mean, why is she looking to sell this thing?
She moved to Tennessee.
Oh, gotcha. So that thing, how long has this thing been sitting vacant for?
It's been vacant for 2 months now, but it's all fixed up because we put it on the market.
Gotcha. Hey, by the way, Brian, I am unrepresented. Would you be able to write my offer?
Of course. Yeah, you'd just be treated as a customer, right?
Okay, gotcha. What do you think if I was to go in there, rent it out for a couple of, months, and then try to resell it when the market goes back up? What do you think it'll resell for?
At the high, I think it's worth $270.
This one right here?
Yeah, I told her to try to get it done earlier, but she just couldn't do it. So.
Gotcha. Is 220 her bottom number, or is there some wiggle room in there?
I don't know. Just all I can tell you, make your offer. See what she says.
Okay. Yeah. Look, what's a good? I mean, just FYI, not sure what's your guys' formula when buying. We usually factor in 70% after ARV, right? So, just wanted to put that out there. I don't want you to look at an offer and be like, "Yo, what's up with this, guys?" But just wanted to reach out to you and see what's the deal here. I mean, obviously it's vacant, so that thing's sitting there. That's like just money being thrown away right there, right? But yeah, let's see if we could put something in paper. What's a good email address to send an offer to?
You want mine?
Yes.
Mine. You'll love mine. Are you ready?
Either that, or text it to me.
I'll give you mine. Mine's the oldest one in Pueblo. You ready?
Let's go.
It's Brian. My first name, Brian. Brian.
Okay.
Are you ready? It's
at.
Very descriptive. It's Real Estate Pueblo.
Real Estate Pueblo.
Pueblo.com. Yeah, how's that for the email address?
Good.
Yeah. like I said, I got Phil's website in Pueblo.
Brian, realestatepueblo.com. Gotcha. In case the numbers pencil out and I want to get on a call with you, would you be available today?
Yeah. Let me know.
All right, sounds good, Brian. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
All right,
Bye-bye.
peace.
Junior, you hang up?
Yeah, bro.
Okay, couple of things. First off, you're going to call this guy up. He's got a house that's on the market. Why would you tell him that you're going to send him an offer at 70% of the ARV? Let's start there.
Cash first, creative last, bro. That's the way I learned, right? So at least
Okay, but here's the deal. Why, when this house is on the market, do you think they're looking for a low ball offer?
You never know.
I do.
You do.
I do.
Yeah,
I'm putting my house in your hands as a realtor to put up on the market to get me the most amount of money possible. So now I'm going to take an offer that's 70% less than ARV, plus pay the fucking realtor fees and half of the closing costs in a cash transaction. Does that sound like something that you would do?
It's vacant.
And?
It's been vacant. This lady wants to get rid of it. She bought it for $90K.
Okay, you asked him another question too.
Yeah.
You said, "Hey, I'm coming in unrepresented. Is this an offer that you can write up for me?"
Yeah.
Give him the fucking terms right there. Okay, hey, look, you got this thing on the market for $1 million. I want to come at 70%. Write an offer right now for me at $700,000. Tell him right there on the fucking phone. He's your whipping boy at that point.
Yeah,
you don't work for him. He works for you.
That's what I kind of did right there, bro. That's why I told him, hey, we're going to write up an offer at 70% in case, bro, because once they see it, that with Luisa, with that scenario with Luisa, that's the same thing that starts happening. They just start ghosting you. So that's why I'm just setting up the expectations like, yo, you're going to get this offer, but this is how
you're
we
not
buy.
writing the offer. That's the problem. You don't send an LOI. Don't send any of that shit. Tell the guy on the phone, hey, based on what I think I can pay for this thing, it's $1 million. I'm going to give you $700,000. I want you to put that on paper. Here's my email address for signatures.
Facts.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Like that guy works for you. So you're not sending an offer. He's sending an offer. Now, keep in mind, when you're making an offer, let's say that the realtor is going to get paid 6%. So you're costing yourself an extra 3% by having him represent you. I come in unrepresented. I don't need to have anything on the buyer's side. I can send you an offer. That'll save you 3% right there. You could take that 3% right there. What's 3% on $1 million? It's like 30 racks, right?
Facts.
There's your assignment fee.
Yeah. Yeah, but not really, because the seller is going to pay out that listing agent regardless.
Well, I don't know if you saw that in this transaction, yes, but I don't know if you've been watching the realtor, like they're suing everybody. The National Association of Realtors just lost a $1.8 billion class action lawsuit. So now you've got sellers out there that have seen all this bullshit on the news, and they're not willing to pay a buyer's agent. They're only willing to pay a seller's agent. So as a seller's agent, they only want to pay me 3%. Now you come out, you want me to write the offer, and now I'm doing twice as much work for half amount of money. But whatever, it's neither here nor there. The MLS is where deals go to die. People are putting their house on the market. They're factoring in what they're going to have to pay the realtor. So,
hey, yeah, just to go back to that thing. So usually the way I work some of these things out is I'm going to shoot them an offer at, they want $220 for the property, right? It's been sitting for about 30 days. So my offer is probably going to be,
which isn't long. So would you say it's $230 is what they want?
They want $220 for that thing, right? They want $220 times 70%. I'm going to come in at $150. Right? I already told them I'm going to send you.
Yeah, $154.
Yeah, $154 exactly.
Okay.
I told him, hey, yo, I'm gonna
Now this is what you tell him. Hey, whipping boy, fucking 154. Write up the offer. Send that shit over for my signature. Present my offer.
No, okay. So
End of
so
story.
the thing here is that I don't want to get this as a wholesale deal. So I'm just setting the expectation for him to tell me this is not
Yeah.
gonna work, and then I come back to him and be like, yo, if we come up to the 220, will she finance to us? Because you heard the call.
No, I totally get that. But what you start with is you told the guy, you're unrepresentative. Can you write the offer up for me? He said yes.
Yeah.
Great. I need to make an offer for $154,000. That's what I want to do. All cash, close in 10 days. Can you pencil that out? Here's my email address, 123@gmail.com. End of story. He goes or presents the offer. By law, he has to. They tell you to kick rocks. Okay, great. They don't like my offer. Doesn't look like a cash offer is going to work. So let me ask you this. If I gave them a down payment, you think they'd let me make monthly payments on this thing? Don't talk about creative finance, subject to seller finance. Make it as stupid as possible for the agent. If I gave them a down payment and made payments on this thing every month, do you think we can get a deal done? No, there's a mortgage on this thing. That's okay. I can work with mortgages too. Do you think that if I gave them a down payment, they would let me make payments on this thing? Whether that's me taking over the mortgage stroke on their property, blah, 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 blah. Do you think that can make it happen? So you don't like cash, you don't like creative. Okay, so what happens if the house doesn't sell?
Another thing there, bro. So I've done 1,000 agent calls, right? And I figured once you drop a number, bro, they're not gonna run that by the seller. They're not gonna want to even put it in writing. So
no. They have to put it. If you're their client, they have to put it. If they refuse to write the offer and they want somebody else to write the offer, okay, great. Then they're only getting the 3% on their side. You don't have to worry about that 6 anymore. And then you can use Esteban's. Here's the deal. And Quincy, you could correct me if I'm wrong. You're in a different neck of the woods than I am. But when I'm doing deals in California, nobody does the contract, the Pace Morby contract or any other contract. All the agents are going to want it on a CAR form, right? The California Association of Realtors form. Exactly. Just like in Texas, I've done it both ways. The deal that we just closed on, I used Pace Morby's contract. The deal that we've got locked up, that's fully furnished, direct to seller. He's also an agent. He wanted it on a TREC form. I put it on a TREC form. That's the Texas Real Estate Commission's contract. So basically, Quincy, if I came to you and I wrote an offer and you were representing the seller, do you want some bullshit? Well, not bullshit, but do you want Pace Morby's contract, or do you want me to put it on a Georgia real estate contract? Doesn't that make sense? Because that's what you're used to, right?
According to my broker, yes, it would have to be put on a GAR form, which is a
There you
Georgia
go.
Association of
GAR
Realtors.
form. There you go. Okay, so I got CAR out here. You got GAR there. We got TREC in Texas. Like,
I had the
basically,
same thing in Ohio where they wanted to use their form. That's their brokerage.
There you go.
Use that form.
Right.
because it's got the language and we know what we're looking at, right? Everything's in the place where, oh, hey, this is where they would, say, hey, seller's going to cover all closing costs with a 3% kickback for this, that, and the other thing, right? There's an area in there. You know where to look at that thing. When I'm sending you a contract that you've never seen before, one, that's intimidating. Like, I don't even know what I'm looking at because I've never done a seller finance deal. The Napping Sleuth says CAR here in Illinois, but yeah, I don't mess with Illinois at all. Props to you. It's illegal to wholesale there, but you are a licensed agent, so you can definitely get that done. And if I wanted to do a deal, we need to click up with the Napping Sloth, because you could pencil the offer for us and we can go move that shit. So you are definitely a dude that I want to click up with, because I don't have a solution in Illinois. That's one of the things, one of the areas that I want to do a deal in, just because I know it's illegal.
But it's not on you though. It would be on the agent. It'd be on the listing agent getting in trouble with their broker or whoever. It
I
wouldn't
would
be on
have
you.
I would have the Napping Sloth here represent me, and then I would just wholesale that contract. But yes, absolutely. It's 100% against the law for me to wholesale there. But if I've got representation and I've used an agent, I haven't done anything wrong. Yes, you could double close as well, I'm sure. But I don't want to double close. I want you to see what I'm doing. So paragraph 23 out here in California, a lot of these guys lock up deals with agents. They try to wholesale it. They don't even know about paragraph 23. What's paragraph 23? It says that I can assign any California real estate contract to any entity that I own, that I'm a part of, that was set up at the time that the contract was signed. So if I go sign a contract today and start 123 LLC tomorrow, I have to ask the seller for permission to go and assign that to my LLC that I just created, because it clearly states it in paragraph 23. Now, if I was going to go assign this deal to Quincy, I have to tell the seller, hey, this house that you had on the market for $300,000 that I just locked up for $250,000, I'm going to go sell it to Quincy for $260,000, $270,000, whatever it is. I got to give the buyer's name, and I got to tell you how much money I'm making on the deal. And the seller has to give me the okay to do that. They can't unreasonably hold, back their consent, but I have to tell them that's what I'm going to do. Now, you tell me, you got your house on the market for $300,000. I come in and I nickel and dime you down to $250,000, and then all of a sudden I'm going to go sell it to somebody else and make 60 or 7, 10 or 20 grand on it. Seller ain't going to be happy about that shit. Not a lot they can do about it, but basically they're not going to be happy, and they're going to be basically thinking that you're stealing their equity, because essentially you are. So there's a lot of different nuances and whatnot. You're not going to learn all this shit overnight.
Yeah,
guys.
but bro, I don't think you're stealing their equity, right? It's speed and convenience over the other stuff.
Oh no, I'm not going to disagree. But how do they think that you're doing them a favor by making money on the deal? You're supposed to be the end buyer. Then all of a sudden you're selling it to somebody else and you're making a fee. That's the money that I should be making.
Yeah, you would want to double close on those things.
And then if you're going to double close, it's going to be cost prohibitive. Like if I'm going to go buy, if it costs me $5,000 or over here, I'm making 20 grand on the deal, $5,000 to close, another $5,000 to close to double close. Now I'm only making 10. Like it eats into your profit pretty quick. It's not on paper. You guys think that it's magic, but here's the deal. As a licensed agent, and Gary Shevets brought this up, and I still hear his voice in my head the first time that I said, hey, why don't we just double close? He said the only reason that you would double close is to hide your profit. And if you want to be on the red carpet in front of the judge explaining why you're hiding whatever you made on it as a licensed agent, that ain't going to look well for you. And he's 100% right.
Oh, okay.
But do whatever it is that you want to do. You're not a licensed agent. Like
facts. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, that's a penalty for you real estate agents.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't get your license.
Yeah, that doesn't apply to us cash buyers or investors.
But Junior has set up the guy to represent him as a customer.
Yep.
So at this point, he can go back and say, well, I'm not using a car form or whatever state that you're in. I'm going to be using these contracts, but I know I already told you that you could write me up, right? Because he can just say that he has somebody that's going to write him up, right? Another person that's going to cut into this guy's commission.
Absolutely. But then say, so here's the deal. When I get that form, when I get that offer, and it's not on the state form, that's a red flag. Right. I'm going to have a problem with that as a licensed broker. Hey, what the hell is this?
Right. But then Junior has already set up the guy, right, to write it up for him on his form. Right.
So here's the deal. Why are we going to get that guy's email address when all I care about is, hey, I just did the math. It's 154,000. Here's my email address. Write that shit up and send it over to me for signature right now. He's working for you.
Well, they're not going to do that, bro.
And that's true. That's true. I was just going to try to save you that other half of the commission, or by saying, I know I already told you that I would let you write it up for me. Let's say it's
I mean, you can definitely do that, but don't tell him, hey, I'm unrepresented. Can you write it up for me? And then in the next sentence say, hey, I know I told you I was going to write it up for you, but I'm going to send you a contract right now. Like that, it's conflicting information. But here's the deal, guys. You guys can sit here and mentally masturbate about all this shit, but nobody's making phone calls, getting out there to get after it. So get out there, get after it. Let's get some deals done.
Let's go.
I mean, I'm here to try to educate you guys. I'm not here to argue with anybody. I do deals. Like,
I wasn't arguing with you.
Oh, no. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying, like, the deal is, this is the way that I would do it. If you choose to do it your own way, yippee-ki-yay. But I'm just telling you from the driver's seat that I'm sitting in, like, something looks suspect. And you could hear all the air come out of that agent's face. Like, he was like, wah, 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 when he said, hey, I usually come in at 70% of ARV. Okay, you can come in at whatever you want. Doesn't mean that it's a deal or not a deal. And here's the other thing. If I come in and I give this guy $154,000 for his house and he says yes, you fucked yourself.
Yeah.
You left money on the table. I want you to say no.
Yeah. Now that's another thing.
Here's you want 230 for your property. I'm going to give you 154. You say no. Now we're not arguing over $230,000, right? We're arguing over like 70, 80 grand.
Says call them back. Yeah, that's the thing, bro. So all I'm doing right here is just setting up the stage, right? So obviously when I send them that email, and I'm not sending them a contract, it's just an offer sheet with terms on it. And
right.
then in that description, in that email description, all I'm gonna say is, hey, you know what? We ran our numbers, 154 is not gonna work. So, you know, we're coming in at 120. Let me know if this works, and then get the ball rolling from there. If it works, great. If it doesn't,
I don't want anything. I don't want anything verbally. I don't want anything verbally. I want you to put an offer on paper, $120,000. Send that shit over for me to sign. They're going to ask you for proof of funds, so you're going to have to send them some sort of proof of funds because they've got to prove that you can even pay 120 for this thing.
Yeah.
They're going to send that proof of funds and that contract that they wrote up on their state form. Like, you can't, as Joe Public, you can't use one of these car forms out here in California.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
See, when I made an offer, I don't mean to cut in, but I made an offer recently. They had to use their form, is what she told me.
Yeah.
I also had a contract. I said, I'll go ahead and send you my blank contract, but I want my terms from my contract added to your contract. And she had no problem adding those terms.
Yeah, you can add it as an addendum. Yeah, you can absolutely add it as an addendum. That's true.
And I've also heard that you don't have to be a licensed real estate agent, at least in Georgia, to use the GAR forms.
Yeah, so you don't have to in Texas either to use the truck form. That's true, but in California you do.
Oh, you do.
And technically, I can't even put my offers on Pace's contracts because I'm a licensed agent and I have to use the car form. How do I get around that? Well, my LLC isn't a licensed broker. My LLC doesn't work for my brokerage. So my LLC is penciling the offer. Now, will that hold up in court? I don't know. I've never been to court. I've never been in any type of trouble. My problem is I'm going to tell you exactly what it is that I'm going to do before I do it. But you don't tell me, I tell you, and you don't know until I tell you is how I roll into every deal. So that agent right there, hey, Sparky, our offer is going to be 154. Put that shit on paper and send it over to me. I don't talk about 70%, this, that, and the other thing. I want to make $100,000 offer on this house. When they say no, now we're arguing. We're not arguing over 230. We're arguing over 130,000. Then you just got to close the gap. And if we can't come to a financial agreement, hey, the most that I'm willing to pay for this thing cash is 154. Write that shit up and send it over, or send me a counter offer to the whatever it is. Send that shit over. Hey, does it look like a cash offer going to work?
Yeah, you know what? What's up? What's up with this guy Rudy? He said to call him back. I said we do call him back and tell him we would have to be at 140 and then follow it up with the creative.
Call his ass right now and say, hey, I just ran the numbers. We're looking at this thing. We want to put in an all cash offer for 140. Can you write that up and send it to my email? And this is my email. And if he says no, great. I've got your email. I'm going to have my agent write that thing up and send it over to you right now.
Tell him to write it up for 4% too. Commission.
I wouldn't do any of that. It's already in the contract with the seller.
Mr. Brian.
Hey, Brian, JR here. I just called you about your listing there on Bragdon.
Uh-huh.
Hey, all right. So we ran our numbers. If we come in cash as is, close in 20 to 30 days, we would have to be closer to 140. What do you think your seller's going to say about that?
Slim and none.
You don't think so?
No, not at all.
Okay, gotcha, man. Yeah, all right. Let's see if we could present another offer, and if there's any possibilities we could make this thing work, I'll call you back.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, thanks, Brian. Now, imagine, bro. I would have
I'm listening.
imagine I would have told him to write that thing up. He wouldn't have even answered that second call. That's how we burn bridges with these agents.
Well, you're burning bridges right now because he knows that you want to make lowball offers on retail properties. So whether you did it this way, that way, or the other way, it's the same thing. As soon as you tell me you're going to write up an offer at 70% of what it is, that I already know that this ain't going to be a deal. The seller ain't looking for a fucking discount. The seller's looking for all the money.
Yeah, but Junior, he would have written it up because you would have had to sign the offer.
Correct.
Yeah, I think he would have ghosted me.
Well, don't think like you're not paid
No.
to think. You're there to tell them. You don't work for them. They work for you. Will you write up an offer? Will you represent me? Great. This is what I want to offer. Put that shit on paper. Get it back to me. Period. Like, I don't understand why we're having a conversation about this shit. You're telling him, hey, Sparky, write my offer and send it over to me for signature. I don't care what you think. Is it your house? Oh, it's the seller's house. Put the shit on paper and let's get the party started.
Yeah.
Or call his broker.
Or call the broker. But I won't even go there. I would just start with, hey, put this shit on paper. I don't think that they're going to accept this thing. Okay, great. Can you present my offer anyway?
Facts.
Oh, you won't write it up? You will not write up an offer that I've just made right now. Is that what I'm hearing? Okay, great.
Exactly.
And then go and get another one. Hey, how do I get a hold of your broker?
Right.
Use leverage.
Facts.
Like
Don't actually call the
fucking
broker.
capitulate to any of these guys. These guys aren't even in real estate. They service the real estate industry.
Yeah, I know that. Let's keep dialing, y'all. There's a lot of offers right here to make.
So if I don't renew my license in a few months, am I better off as an investor?
I'm letting my license go.
Yeah.
It kind of
I'm over
depends. I mean, in the grand scheme, I do both. I do on market and off market. So if this won't work for you, Mr. Seller, if that won't work for you, why don't we just list it? Boom, sign in the ground. I've got a partner. I give him 50% of everything. I don't deal with the photos. I don't deal with the sign. I don't deal with the calls. I don't deal with any of the bullshit. I take half of the money. He puts the listing. He looks like he's got all these fucking listings. But the real story is I'm the one that's making those deals happen. I'm still getting paid. I just don't have to deal with anything. I know my value. I know what I bring to the table. I know what I want to do. I'm willing to take half of the money. And all these agents are willing to take half of the money. Why? Because it's more money than they're currently making right now. A lot of agents out there struggling.
Yeah,
Period.
market's upside down.
So let me get some more water and I'll be right back. I got about another hour, a little bit less because I got to pick up the kid.
Same here, bro.
Yeah, I gotta go to the MacBooks, the Apple store, and go buy a brand new desktop. I need to upgrade here because I got too many deals. My computer can't even handle this.
Baller.
And then Quincy, you and I, we have a meeting with another top tier TC at 7 Eastern time.
7?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Bring you up to speed so you can TCR our deals.
Let's go. Yo, it's a BG.
What's up, bro?
Yo, bro, what's up with the mortgage statement? You think he's tripping balls?
Dude, I haven't looked at it. Like,
Okay.
I got a Discord with 2,300 people. Then I got another Discord with 150. I'm trying to get a hold of a TC to, TC this paperwork. Nobody's responding. I got to fill it out. I got to submit this offer to the agent. I'm on top of the acquisition. You know what I mean?
I hear you. Yeah, I got you, bro. You know who you should reach out to? Jennifer Cortez, bro. She's pretty badass TC.
I work with Jennifer. She's cool. Well, I'm working with Johnson.
Okay.
But I mean, he's busy. Like some other people are just like busy. So
I
you know
hear
what I
you.
mean? It's a little hard to get a hold of some people right now, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
But yeah, we should probably have a powwow like at some point today, so we can just get everything lined up. But anyway, does anybody have any other questions here? I'm waiting on John so he can start calling. I'm doing some back end stuff, and then I'll probably call up some buyers in a few. Anybody? And then I'm trying to update John's website here too.
Austin, we got one. So guys, even you folks watching at home, go to Redfin and pinpoint the spots you're interested in investing in, and then you'll get notifications on your email whenever there's a price drop and whatnot. And whenever there's a price drop, you just go click on the link, Skip Trades the agent's name, give them a call, and do that. I'm gonna call one in Neptune, bro. So I'm gonna mute myself unless you guys, when I hear my ass get chewed up.
Yeah, let's see. Charlie asked a question in the chat 1 hour ago. Let me see, Charlie. Does anyone see this private chat? Yes. The thing is, like, oh, I see, because your camera's off. I'm hoping to get access to you.
You know what's up?
I was under the impression the LOI generator send out to offers on residential properties. Why wouldn't that be taken serious? On some property, like this agent, the one that I spoke to on the live yesterday, I didn't even bother to ask for an LOI. I just said, hey, I'll write up a contract. Let me know if everything looks good. We'll get this thing signed. So usually for me, I'll submit LOIs more so when like the seller has a couple offers on the table or whatever, just to have something in their back pocket. That's when I'll submit an LOI. Or if they're super by the book. Like we have this one seller for this property we got under contract in San Antonio, and they're following everything to the T. And they got an attorney involved. They want receipts and this and that, So people like him, I might submit an LOI, but it's not necessary. What matters is that they accept your offer. You can fill out a contract, or you can do an LOI. John doesn't like doing LOIs because he's got a Dell laptop with like a CPU of 1 megabyte.
No, fucking amateur hour. Like, put the shit on a fucking piece of paper and let's fucking get a contract fucking going. What the fuck is this LOI? That's commercial real estate where you're redlining. Oh, we don't like this term. This is what we like. And then we push that thing back across. It's a letter of intent. I intend to do this, that, and the other thing with your, property.
Here's the thing, Arco. Actually, I did get some people, that said they're a TC. Here's the thing. When I say, hey, I need a TC, and then people send me their calendar links. Like, I don't have the time to go and pick a time slot on your calendar. Like, you need my business. I'm not going to go out of my day to go and go through your calendar and pick a time slot. We're doing deals in bulk, so it's really hard right now to find a TC where you can just send them the paperwork and then they're ready to go. So if somebody sends me their calendar link, I don't open it and I never respond to them ever again. So I have maybe like 100 messages just sitting on my Facebook. Or if somebody wants to connect with me and I give them a time and I share my number and they never get back to me, they'll get back to me late, I won't ever respond, because those are just like tire kickers. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty selective with my time. And you just got to be like, it's just all you got to do is just hop on the phone, make some calls or whatever, and then the deals will start coming. Like there's no magic to it. You need to just stop overthinking.
Hey, John, you recommend doing that same deal? Just put my offer on paper with a wholesale deal too. Just straight up, just this is what I want to pay, and go in that way. Or
are you going direct to seller or direct to agent?
Direct to agent right now, but I'm just curious if that's something that hey, just write it up for me and let's get it going. Or okay,
yeah,
okay, it's good to know. Don't give them the option. Just here you go. This is my offer, and take it or leave it, and we'll figure it out after that.
I don't work for the fucking agent. The
Right.
agent is works for the listing seller, right? Works for the seller. I've got an offer. This is what my offer is. Can you represent me? Great. Put that fucking thing on paper. Well, I don't think he's going to like this deal. I don't give a fuck. Put it on paper. Send it over to me. Present my offer.
Yeah.
By law, you have to present my offer. This is my fucking offer. Whether it's $1 or $100,000, it's what I'm willing to offer. Write that fucking thing up. If you won't write it up, I can have somebody else write it up, but I'm going to send it directly to your broker.
Right.
So yeah, I'll punk somebody around on the deal too. And if you guys think I'm just doing this for the fucking show, like this is me. Like this ain't a fucking ad shit.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Appreciate it.
Yeah, John made a seller cry on the live. He's got no filter.
No.
Yeah, my wife don't have a filter either, so I'm used to that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what is going on here?
But like my whole life, like if you don't like whatever it is that I'm going to do, like what I'm doing to you on the car lot, in the sales meeting, whatever it is, well, what the fuck are you going to do about it, Sparky? That's what I want to know. You could be all sad. This. I don't know if you can see it. My little tear. I got a tear tattooed on my finger one day because everybody was fucking crying at the car lot that I was doing all these deals and whatnot. So I went down at lunch, got a teardrop, and came back and let everybody know how much I cared. Get the fuck out of here.com. Like, I don't care about your feelings. Fuck your feelings. Bunch of horse shit. And there'll be people that are all turned off about, oh, that guy is so rude. Yeah, and that guy just got a wire sent to his bank account. What'd you do today? Next. Like I'm chasing paper. I'm getting paid. And if you can do this shit and you don't need me, then what are you doing here? Next. I can make money. I open my pie hole and money comes out. Next. And if you think that you can compete, well, we got a Closers Octagon. We got the Closers Olympics. Like, you don't know who I am yet, but you're gonna.
Sparky?
Absolutely, Sparky.com. But I will straight up eat a motherfucker. I do not care.
All right, so I am trying to fix your website here.
Do that. There are people in need.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix this thing up.
Charlie here in the private chat. Bro, you can absolutely do that. You can send out all the LOIs you want. That's totally fine. You can get that done. I have no problem with that. You're basically throwing out a bunch of lowball offers, but as a licensed agent, if you send me something that's not on the contract, like, what am I supposed to do with this? I don't have to legally present that bullshit. If it's on a contract, if it's on a license form, I have to by law. I don't have to send your little knucklehead LOI thing. What the fuck is this? This is not even a binding agreement. An LOI is not a binding agreement, even in the commercial space. There's language in there that says that it's not. You basically go LOI back and forth because it's a complex transaction, and then you take the terms and you send that shit over to an attorney, and an attorney pencils all that shit for a couple of $1,000. And you guys have already agreed on all the terms. You just read it over. Is this everything that we agreed to? Yes, it is. Sign here, sign here, sign here. I mean, if I wasn't doing deals, I don't walk up to fat people and ask them for diet advice. So why would I walk up to people that aren't doing real estate deals and ask them about real estate advice? I do them on market, off market, residential, commercial, creative, traditional, cash. Like I've done them all. The only thing I haven't done is a Morby method, and I construe that as mortgage fraud. So I'm probably never going to be a part of one of those.
All right, here. Let's see. What is going on Dispo? Okay, Eric is on Dispo. Nice. Okay. What do we got? Looking for speed? What kind of speed? Are you talking about like some of the... You can get that on the... Where's that one street where all the homeless people are at, John?
Isn't that like hate? Isn't that hate in Hate Ashbury?
Yeah. What about in
that's where all the hippies are? I don't know.
Yeah, there's something like in San Francisco.
The whole fucking city is a homeless encampment. I mean, you can't limit it to one street, bro. You've been there?
Don't you have like a signed jersey from Gavin Newsom?
Oh yeah, bro. Huge Gavin Newsom
Dodgers,
guy right here.
like a Dodgers jersey or something, right?
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.com. Where is this other? Oh, here.
It's ghosting my comment, but basically, you are super cool. Thanks. Thanks. My name's Jess. I'm in Eric's group. Yeah, I'm gonna be hopping in on Eric's on the Zoom on Saturday, Sunday. We're gonna be doing some live underwriting, and then also we'll be showing you guys what's a good deal, what's not a good deal, how to dispel deals, and then we're gonna be talking about auto leads. We got an AI software that does 1,200 calls per minute. Isn't that crazy, John?
That's not going to get flagged or anything, right?
Nope.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, so I haven't really talked about it. I you know what? I can't really share everything.
Are you trying to fucking
on.
replace me? Do you think the fucking AI can even hang with me? Are you out of your fucking mind?
We'll see. It'll be available in a few weeks.
We're going to find out. It's not as entertaining. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to get this fully automated, but I got to pick up some people's slack.
Hey, you imagine what the AI would think of your combat boot, feller.
Oh.
It wouldn't be able to keep up.
Yeah, Market Street there in the Tenderloin. That's what I'm talking about. Fucking Nate knows what's up.
What the fuck is going on?
Arcos Vision. Okay, is he still in here? Arcos?
I don't think so.
Okay.
What is this? Now, is the nightly dial? I thought the nightly dial was canceled. I just got an email. Let's see if they are. And if they are, then I got to get out of here because that's where the Closer Olympics is. Let me see. I'll be off like a senior prom dress. Let's see here. Waiting for the host to start the meeting. Okay, so let's see if they add me. It was my impression that it was shut down today. I got an email, and then I just got another email. That could be an automatic one from Sub 2 community. But I'm not fucking around. I already looked at my plane ticket and everything for the finals.
Where's it going to be at?
It is going to be in Phoenix at Pace's office. There's only
I'm going to go over there. I'm going to give you probably like 500 popsicles, those ice pops.
That's what it is. Well, you could go over there and run the
hard, in between assignments that we're collecting assignments, you can munch on those.
That's what I'm talking about. But basically what I've been told is round one is I've already got the pre-recorded deal. I don't see them opening. I'll check in a few minutes. Round one, I send my pre-recorded entry. Round two is some I'm assuming it's going to happen over a couple of weeks. They will have some sort of a role-playing deal where
Sorry,
they've
Jay, I
got some.
can't answer right now.
What's that?
No, JR's calling me. I can't answer. I wish I could replicate myself. I need an AI.
All good, bro. All good. Don't trip. All good.
What I need to do. Yeah, I'm trying to handle something here on this computer. I'm about to toss this fucking computer off the 5th floor on this fucking live. I need to go buy a new one. I can't keep up with all these contracts. All right. Anybody have any questions? Hey, I'm meeting with a here of an estate on Saturday. Would love to get seller finance locked in, but there is a mortgage from a deceased mother for $60K. Anything I need to know before I go in, John?
The deceased mother, like, yeah, if they've already sent the certificate, then the bank knows that if it changes hands, the bank most likely would call the due on sale. I don't want to speak out of turn. Where's this house at?
Melvin Nicholas.
Kentucky, yeah. I mean, let's not get out over our skis. Go see if they're even open to a seller finance deal. It would be a hybrid, right? Because you still owe money to the bank. The other thing is, depending on how much the house is, I've never had great luck with Kentucky. Like everything's like $20,000, $40,000, $60,000. I have no idea how you make any money in an environment like that. I'm out here in California. You know, we're doing. It's got to be a couple of $100,000. Anyway, yeah, go create a problem. And then if they're like, yeah, we'll do a seller finance deal, we'll do a hybrid, we'll do whatever, you know, or hey, we want you to pay off the mortgage and then we'll seller finance the rest of you. Like you got to go get what problem it is they're trying to solve.
Yeah, basically what John said. So are we having a nightly dial? Anybody have any questions before we wrap it up and I meet with my team?
You got that email too?
No, I'm trying to fix it. I don't know what I did on your website. I'm trying to fix something here. It's giving me a headache.
Let's see if they're. I don't think the nightly dial is going to happen.
Okay.
They're not
Does
picking up.
anybody
It
know
says
that
it's
got-
waiting for the host. Go ahead.
Who is the Arcos? That was like Arcos REI Lending, I think was his screen name. Can y'all tell what his name is?
I don't know. I don't know a lot of the people on here. They're just coming in from like the Discord or YouTube or Facebook or from John's live. This is being broadcasted on like 4 or 5 different channels.
Yeah, this thing, I just got another email. New announcement, blah, blah, blah. Join us live for this round of the Closers Octagon starting now. But it's not picking up.
The Closers Octagon. What is... Okay, so I see what this is. So, anybody have any questions? Other questions? 100% it is Nate. She wants 160, value is 180, ARV is 250. There's a lot of variables. I mean, what are you looking to do with this thing, right? Yeah, you could take it over seller finance, but like you got to figure out the structure, the deal, where they're going to accept it. And then what are you going to do with it? You trying to wholesale it? Does it cash flow as a long-term rental? What's the interest rate? You can't even get to that part. The first part is you gotta structure the deal and make sure they accept it. Does it need any repairs? What city, state is it in? What's the interest rate? All that good stuff. Where do you have your lives? So the lives basically on Facebook, I'll post a link like 30 minutes before we go live. And then for those who join, there's like 10 spots to get inside here. And then if you don't make it, then it goes on Facebook, YouTube, and on John's channel as well. And then it goes on my 2 Discords. So yeah, any other questions here? Scroll up, see, okay. Would you recommend looking at the list pending and trying to close those? No. If you want to close your first deal, I'm going to tell you exactly what you're going to do. You can go to PropStream or Batch Leads, look for on-market properties with little to no equity. You'll find those by looking for properties built in 2019 or newer, 3-year max ownership, 15% equity or less. And then it's going to give you all the lists of properties that have little to no equity. Then you just get that address, put it on Zillow, call up the agent. That's how you get your first deal, not putting in offers on stuff that's already pending. I mean, you can, but you might just be wasting your time. All right, I figured out what was messing up your website, John.
Okay. Oh, it is going live, bro. I gotta get.
Send me the link. Text me the link.
What is going on, guys? Sorry for the delay. Pace has made it a point to really try to reduce overlaps in.
All right, guys. Well, we're pretty much gonna. Oh, the Discord link. All right, let me start the Discord link. We're gonna cut the live here shortly. Then I got to meet with the team. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Create invite. All right. I'm gonna put this up in a QR code for you guys. Discord. There you go. So you got the Discord link right over here. Just scan it with your phone. I'll leave that up on there for a little bit. I'm gonna
just white on my end. There ain't nothing popped up.
Oh, can you see it, Quincy?
No, I can't.
That is weird. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, just it says Discord, but the barcode's not there. Or the QR code, I guess you'd say.
Let me delete this. Remove from list. Okay, let me try again. Weird. Looks good from my view. Okay. What about now? Can you guys see it?
There it comes. Yep.
There you go. Yeah, so just scan that right there. It'll take you to the Discord. I post a link on there 30 minutes to an hour before we go live. And we got a couple little secrets in there. This group is free, by the way. I also post all my deals on there. I think we have like 8 properties for sale on there. We got like another 10 more coming. So if you guys are looking to buy, all my deals are low entry, low interest rate. I thought list pendings are properties pending legal action, though. No. No, it's unless I was miseducated, it's pending. Any other questions? Okay, is it a sub 2 deal? Come on, Jasper. Are you on the live? You're killing me, bro. Oh, got a lot of friend requests here. Cool. All right. Well, that is the link. I'll also post it once I end this live. It'll be available on Facebook, YouTube, and then I'll post it on Facebook as well. I'll put the Discord on there. If you guys have any questions, you could find it on my page as well. It's pretty easy to find. But that's pretty much it for now. I got to hop in on that nightly dial with Pace, and then we'll be back on tomorrow, guys. So, and that will be pretty much it.